The Apple TV 4K tvOS 26 beta developer beta versions continue to roll out at a decent clip as we approach what will be final release coming up here before long. And while there hasn't been any hint or sign of bitstream or pass-through type audio, the big feature I think that we're all waiting to see what it might actually mean and entail, they actually did rectify something pretty cool in the most recent, or one of the most recent developer beta updates. And that's, we can finally get rid of, or at least hide away, the defunct old iTunes movies and television show, TV show apps that have been cluttering up our Apple TV UIs needlessly for almost a year now, since the revolutionary redesign, the evolution of the TV app itself, which rendered the old iTunes movies and TV show apps basically defunct with virtually no functionality remaining within them. Why, in their infinite wisdom, Apple didn't just remove those apps entirely from the UI and keep them removed all of this time is beyond me. I have a feeling that that may be because they're tied to something in the operating system, and just taking them out must not be as easy as it sounds just to say that. But regardless, we have some settings in the latest developer beta of tvOS, Apple TV, tvOS 26 that lets us hide those apps and remove them from our UI. So I wanted to show that off really quick, and hey, yeah, let you know that that's there and where to find it. If you're running the betas, or if you're not running the betas, when we get to the final release, hopefully this feature stays in there and you'll know where to access it and what to do with it. So let's take a look. All right, so here we are at the Apple TV 4K menu system. The one thing, as you look around, the one thing that you don't notice again is the iTunes movies and TV show apps. Normally, for the longest while here, I had stuffed them down in this Apple folder, kind of on the second page, unused, and they're no longer there, no longer visible. So let's go into settings and kind of show this off. If I go into system and software update, we can see here I am running tvOS 26, developer beta version 23J5346A. And so if I want to hide these apps away, as I've done, I can go into apps, I can go down to iTunes movies and TV shows, and here we go. We have a new option here for home screen and an option separately, interestingly, separate option for iTunes movies and iTunes TV shows. So if I show these and I go back out to my UI, they're going to be put back there. Actually, they inserted them. I'm just interested that they inserted them in that point. But we can see here they are. And just to show as well, in tvOS 26, they don't do anything. They still give you some access to your historic favorites list, and that's it. Go to store, go to your purchases, and the movies app is the same thing. Basically looks the same, wish list, and you can see they're interesting. They call it a wish list on one and favorites on the other. In any case, let's get rid of these defunct things that we no longer use. Go back in here to apps. Again, iTunes, movies, and TV shows, and I'm going to hide them both. Back out. Go back to the home screen, and they are delightfully removed. So that's pretty much it for this video. Again, I can't say why they opted to do a show and hide versus just like removing them from the operating system. As somebody that works in software development and often deals with a lot of like legacy code interactions and such, sometimes it's not always easy to just make what we would conceive of to be simple changes into a software platform and whatnot. Maybe the existence of these apps is tied into something that's more core to some function or feature or operation of the Apple TV itself and its UI and things. So whatever the reason, whatever it may be, so be it. At least we can get them off our UI, which is nice. I wish they would let us hide more of the built-in default Apple TV apps, just in case we don't use them. I don't need the karaoke thing. I don't need the Sing app and a couple of others. If you're not accessing local computers, you don't need the Computers app. It would be cool, Apple, if you're listening, to be able to have the flexibility to hide any of the native apps that we actually don't care to use. So we could take what you've done here and deploy that to more of the apps. That would be pretty cool. So that's it for now. Again, sound off in the comments. Let me know, are you happy to be able to finally remove these defunct things from your UI? What other features are you looking forward to, or would you like to see in Apple TV, tvOS 26 and beyond? Leave a comment. I appreciate you watching. Of course, if you would like to support me, Techthusiasm is a dealer for a whole bunch of home theater and audio video equipment. Let's see, JVC, Kaleidoscape, Seymour screens, Panamorph lenses, Focal, Denon Marantz. I'm adding more brands and stuff as we speak in the background. I can help fulfill a whole bunch of your upgrade plans and your upgrade needs in your AV system. Reach out to jeremy@techthusiasm.net via email, or go to www.techthusiasm.com.net, jeremypyle.com. It's all the same webpage. There's my brand listing, business information, and a contact form is available there as well. If you'd like to support me in simpler ways, there's a whole list of affiliates available down in the description of this video. Audio Advice, Amazon, Target, a whole bunch of apparel stores, other AV type stores. I've been basically adding affiliates left and right. Dick's Sporting Goods, Macy's, Hannah Anderson for the kids' clothes. So basically trying to fill out a long list of affiliate offerings. That stuff is so great. It doesn't cost you anything, but of course the proceeds from you using those links helps the channel. So use them if you would. Please share them with your spouse, your significant other, your family, etc. As always, if you would, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, share the video, and again, leave that comment. Let's talk about tvOS 26. Thanks so much for watching, and coming back for more home theater discussion and fun.